Hey guys, let's talk about Dr. Seuss week. If you're like me, you wait till the last minute, the night before actually, that you need to have something ready to go for them to wear for Dr. Seuss week. And tomorrow is Cat in the Hat day, where they're supposed to wear stripes and dress up like Cat in the Hat. And of course, I don't have time to order a costume, so I went to my local Michael's, and I'm going to show you how to make a simple little headband with a hat on it that looks like a Dr. Seuss cat in a hat. It has a Dr. Seuss cat in a hat theme to it, basically. So it's cute, and it'll be for a little girl to wear. And so let me show you what you need. First thing I bought was I found these. And since we're doing cats, I found a cat headband. And these were on sale, actually, buy one, get one free. So, and of course at Michael's you can use coupons and get things cheap too. So, glue sticks, glue gun, which you probably already have a glue gun laying around. If you don't, they're cheap. This is, or was, a paper towel holder. I cut the length off that I needed that looked appropriate for the size of a cat and hat on a miniature scale. And I'm sure you have a box or something of some sort laying around. This is going to be the bottom portion of the hat. This is going to be the top portion of the hat. And it will go something like this. It'll sit on top of the headband. You will also need to, what I did was peeled off that thin little paper layer on top of the cardboard box and cut out a little circle to cover the top piece of the hat portion. Next you'll need, you could get just regular felt and glue it if you wanted, but they had the option here for felt that has peel and stick, where you can just peel the back off and it sticks. So I'm hoping that's gonna work. So I got white and red because Cat in the Hat, his hat is white and red. So what I'm gonna basically do is cut strips for this to wrap around the hat pieces that I cut out of cardboard. So we're basically just gonna cut up some strips here of white and red. And then I'll just sort of trim the pieces as I go to make it the size that it needs to be when I wrap it around. And I'm not sure exactly how many pieces I'll need yet because this is the first time I'm making this. So if you're like me, last minute experiments. And you know, I always plan every year. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that this year. I'm going to order a costume and I won't have to make anything. But that never happens. Let's see, let's cut one more piece. I'm just not sure how much I'm going to need here. Okay, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I cut 5 strips, maybe 3/4 of an inch in the width. So let's cut some in the white here. And I'm just eyeballing here, I'm not measuring. You could actually measure if you wanted to, but I'm not like much of a measurer. I just sort of grab stuff and do it and hope it works. Okay, so a few more strips here. And I really hope this peel and stick will stick. If not, I'll just glue it. Okay, and also, let's see, I'm probably gonna need to cut a circle piece to cover this as well. So I'll just lay it on my felt and then cut a circle out. And these felt sheets are inexpensive. The peel and stick were like $1, and the if you get the ones that aren't peel and stick, they're only like 39 cents, so it's super cheap. Okay, so let's peel the back off of this. I can get it off. Okay. And I'm gonna stick this on. So we've got that covered up. And I need a piece of red for the bottom portion of the hat. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut a piece to go on that as well. Okay, let's peel that off and stick that on. It's hard to get separated here. Okay, I'm just gonna stick this on like this. And you can always adjust it if it doesn't go all the way like you need. I'm just gonna I cut it a little bit extra just so I could sort of smooth it down over the side like that. Okay, now what we need to do is wrap this piece. But what I'm going to do first is secure the top on. I'm going to take some hot glue. Okay, just going to stick that on. And this doesn't have to be perfect. They're going to wear it like one day and then it'll probably get tore up after, so. Okay, so that's on. Then we're going to start with a red strip. And we'll see how much we need to go around. And I'm going to try to keep all of the seams in the back so that when it's on, you won't be looking at seams everywhere. Okay, so like all the seams will be in the back. So now I know, about how much I need. And I can kind of measure and go ahead and cut it off. And then I can trim it if I need to. Okay. Let's go with a white piece next. I'm just going to measure the strip and cut. And I'm just eyeballing here, trying to halfway make it look straight, which hopefully it will. So if I have to overlap some, then I just have to overlap some. Okay, go back with a red. And see my seams I'm talking about, they'll all be in the back, so you won't have to look at seams from the front. Okay, and we'll go back with another piece of white. This is so much easier than having to glue. It just wraps right on. This is great. Okay, so now just gonna push that extra over like that, and I'm gonna glue it onto my circle. So now you're seeing the Dr. Seuss hat. And I'm gonna put it on this part so I can control where I put it on the circle. I'm gonna make sure I put a good amount of glue because you know kids are rough on stuff. Okay, so let's eyeball it and get it in the middle. I'm gonna stick that down. Okay, so now you see we have our cute little pretend Dr. Seuss hat. Now we're gonna see if we can attach it to the cat ear headband. And you can find these if you can't find them at Michael's, you can check like sometimes Claire's, places like that in the mall have stuff like that. Now I'm just gonna see the points where it touches on here so that I'll know where to glue when I go to put it on. Okay, so basically what I need to do is put it in the middle and on the edges of the hat, straight down the middle. So I'm going to put some hot glue here. And again, you want to make sure you get a good amount because kids tend to be super rough on stuff. Okay, now let's press this on like this, and you want to make sure that glue really like globs down around the ears and the headband. So I'm just sort of pressing here and making sure. I mean, you really don't want to look at glue, but I'm just trying to get it where it will stay. And I'm used to touching hot stuff, so if you're not used to touching hot things like that, don't, or you'll burn yourself. And you'll probably have to hold this for a minute. You could even turn it upside down and add some more glue over the top just to help make it extra secure so that it's not gonna come off. Grab another glue stick. Okay, and you can see I'm putting a really good amount here because I want it to hold it on. Try to show you what I'm doing here. Do the other side. Don't worry about all these little strings that fly everywhere. You can pull them right off, no problem. Okay. Okay, so that's it, folks. You just let that dry, and there is your Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat little dress up headband. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this. subscribe. I can't talk today. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and stay tuned for more fun things because I have more costume stuff to make for Dr. Seuss Week.